Hello my YouTube lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today is Christmas Eve. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. The year is over. But anyway, I don't know when this video will be going up, so if it goes up after Christmas, I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for interacting with me as I bring you my love of makeup. Hopefully 2018 will be better. We're not going to put any stipulations on 2017 because it is almost over and I'm so happy for that. So yeah, this is going to be my makeup favorites of 2017. I have quite a few this year compared to last year, so this video may be a little long, so I don't want to get too much into this intro. So if you're interested in seeing what my makeup favorites of 2017 are, which of course you are, you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't, then stay tuned. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff sitting here in front of me, so I'm going to try and make this as quick of a video as possible, but hopefully it's not too long. So I'm going to start with brushes and some tools and accessories or whatever you want to call them, because yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Kat Von D's Lock-It Makeup Setting Mist. This thing is pretty much taken over from the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. This is the Mist and Fix. This is what I used to swear by. I don't swear by this anymore. This is bad because you guys know Makeup Forever is one of my favorite brands. This is what I swear by now. This is what I swear by now. I started off with this little small bottle to try out, and even after the first try I was like, no, it can't take the place of my Mist and Fix. Well, sadly enough to say, this thing has. This setting spray is awesome, especially if you have oily skin. I'm sure it's great on all skins, but and as you can see, I've had my makeup on since about 9:30 this morning, about 9:30 this morning, and it is 1:46. In addition to this foundation, which is wonderful, the setting mist just holds everything in place, and I really do like it. So if you guys haven't given this a try, I suggest you do. It does come in a small bottle. This is so empty. I am going to go and get more smaller bottles because I think I'm going to start using this in my kit as well. And then this is also good for traveling. And this is $14, I believe, for the small bottle. And the big bottle, I believe, is 30 bucks, which is a lot. But it's worth it, in my opinion. So if you don't want to spend the money for this, then definitely pick the smaller size up. So that's that. Next up, we're going to talk about a beauty sponge. Now, I don't think there are too many sponges out there. Most of the sponges I have are beauty blenders. However, there are two sponges that are not beauty blenders. One I got last year and I mentioned in my 2016 favorites. And this new one I'm going to mention from that same brand is going to be from my 2017 favorites. And that is the Tarte Quickie blending sponge. I just did a haul with this not too long ago, and I got it and I use this, and I've used this a couple times since I've had it. I love this sponge. You know, I think I mentioned that, you know, I think Tarte makes some great sponges. This particular one, this one is kind of shaped like the Real Techniques blending sponge, but it's a little smaller. And that's why I like it. Even though my face is big, I feel the bigger the sponge, the harder to reach everything is. Everybody feels that if you have a bigger face, a bigger sponge works. Yes and no. It depends on the individual. But I just like how it just blends your makeup out. I like how it blends cream products out. Tarte sponges are phenomenal, and they seem to be on this thing of coming out with a new one every year. So hopefully I can like keep with the trend and get a new one every time they come out with one, because their sponges are great, and they're generally $16, which is like $4 cheaper than the Beauty Blender. So if you haven't tried Tarte's sponges, you should check out their website. Generally, the only store that will carry them would be Ulta, because I never see them in Sephora. So when they come out with them, if you can get them, try Sephora. If not, the best place to get them would be on their website. So yeah, that's that. Okay, let's talk about brushes, shall we? Brushes. So I had signed up for the Morphe monthly, brush club. I have since canceled it because it just became overwhelming. I was thinking of restarting it because I missed out on the Christmas brushes, but you know what? So what? It's just, so much. You can never have enough brushes, but at the same time, it was a little overwhelming. It was good for me because with those monthly brushes, I was also able to put more brushes into my kit. Some of them I kept for myself depending on what they were. And then there was some that I didn't like and I gave away. And I still have some from, I think, the last two that I had that I still have in bags and I haven't used them yet. So that's why I kind of stopped the subscription, because I'm like, even though I still keep buying brushes. But that's okay. I'm sorry guys, that's my phone. Okay, so sorry about that. So let's talk about the first brush. This is the Morphe E3. This is like a tapered blending brush, blush brush, highlight brush. I love this brush. And I like the feel and very soft. This one is dirty because I used this morning. I actually, believe it or not, I use this as my powder brush this morning. Normally I wouldn't use this one as a powder brush, but this morning, did I use this as a powder brush? Did I? No, I didn't use this one as a powder brush. I'm sorry. No, I did use it for my blush and my highlight. But sometimes I do use it for powder, blush, and everything else. Like a couple times when I traveled, like for the weekend, I just picked this brush up and I took it with me, and I pretty much use it as a multifunctional brush. I really do like this brush. This one cleans well. I don't get any shedding from this one like I do some of them. This one is pretty good. I think the E series is a pretty good series. It's more of a, I think this is like the Elite series. So I really, really do like this brush. Now the next Morphe brush that I want to talk about is the E1. This thing, I'm getting into the big powder brushes, and honestly, having brushes like this size for powder is good, because it's just the way it applies the powder. If you wear powder foundation or translucent powder or whatever you use to set your foundation, I don't know, this brush is just, it's soft, but at the same time, I just like the way, like, I'm gonna do it here, like, I just like the way, it just applies the powder to my face. This brush, and then my Sephora Pro All Over powder brush, that brush is bigger than this one, but it's just something about that when applying powder all over to your face. Like, yeah, I didn't use this morning because I didn't want to dirty up too many of my brushes I was going to talk about for this morning. But yeah, this is a really good brush. So if you guys are looking for a good powder brush, I would try this one. This is so good. Love it. Okay, and there are 3 eyeshadow brushes from Morphe that I really, really love. I've used quite a few of their brushes, my personal collection, and in my makeup kit. But the ones for me that I really like the most are the M505, which is this fluffy blending brush, and this M412, which is like this tapered crease brush, and this M502, which is like this all over blending brush. Like, this can actually be a dupe for the MAC 224. Excuse me. Now, I'll be honest, I actually like this brush better than I do the MAC 224. Yeah, I know. That's like, what is wrong with her? She's crazy. I just feel that the MAC 224 is a little bit bigger, and I just feel like this is the right size, and when you like blend everything out, it's like not all over your eye, and it's just, you know, there, and it does the job. The MAC 224 is a lot bigger, so it like, even if you want it concentrated here, it can go, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really give you a good explanation. I just feel that this one gets it done better than the 224. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, this is my video. I'm allowed to give my personal opinion. So, you know, these three brushes from Morphe, I've been using these a lot more than I've been using my MAC brushes, which is hard to believe because y'all know I love my MAC brushes. Started out with MAC brushes, 217, 239, and then the 221 they came out with that a couple of years back. But these three brushes I've actually fallen in love with. So yeah, these are they. So the next brush is the Marc Jacobs crease brush. I just bought this. I just showed this at all. I like this brush. This brush is expensive. Marc Jacobs brushes are expensive, but you know, I'm really into the tapered crease brush because it really like gets in the crease, and even like on top of the lid when you want to blend out. Like, this is a really good brush, but this is a little bit more tapered than say the Morphe E1. See, this one's a lot more fluffier. This is like a fluffy tapered brush. This is more, you know, more tapered. But you know, using these both together, because I actually used these both this morning, I love these brushes. I love them. I love them. And I love them. What can I say? I love them. So yeah, that was another one of my favorite eye brushes. Next up, we have the MAC 140S brush. I don't really know what I can say about this brush. This is one of the few new brushes that MAC came out with this year. And if you don't have this brush, you need to get this brush. It's just something in the way this brush applies powder. This is a powder brush. There's just something in the way that this thing applies the powder to your skin, and it's a fan brush, so it's synthetic. And you know, I love, oh my god, MAC's brushes are just, and if you take care of them, they will last you for years. MAC brushes are expensive, you know, compared to Morphe. But the thing about the MAC brushes, when I wash them, they don't shed, they don't come apart when you buy the full size one. Now the brush sets, there's something to be spoken of, but the full size brushes, I don't have any problems. And all of the full size brushes that I have from MAC, I still have them, and I've had them some going on 10 years. So but getting back to this brush, get it. I know in the holiday set they came out with this brush for the holiday set, but like I said, I would advise you just get the, you know, the regular, the standard brush. Don't, because I don't think the brushes that they make in holiday sets are handmade. I think they're made by the machine, because I guess they need to, since it's, you know, brush sets, they need to put out so many. It's just best to get the standard size, pay the money, and the brush will last you forever as long as you take care of it. Okay? Okay. And last but certainly not least, when it comes to brushes, we're going to talk about the Real Techniques Blend and Blur. I bought these from Ulta. This is the foundation brush, and this is the contour brush. You know, everybody's coming out with their own version of these brushes, because MAC actually was the one that started this brush. And the guy who designed those brushes for MAC went on to create Artiste, the brand Artiste, which those are some phenomenal brushes, but they're very expensive. I do have one of those brushes, and I did finally get to use it. Then everybody started making their own versions of the oval brushes, and you know, I was like, yeah, whatever. But then Real Techniques came out with theirs, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'll get them. And I do like these. These are the only two that I have. I have the foundation and the contour one. I may get the eyeshadow one because I saw someone, I don't remember who they are, I don't know if it was here on YouTube or on Instagram. She did a live video, because you know you can do live videos here on YouTube, right? Okay. She did a live video and she blended her highlight into, you know, with the eyeshadow. That's the only thing she used it for, and it blended so nicely. So I might get that one just for that purpose, because I liked the technique that she used. So yeah, I might get that. Okay, so we're finished with brushes, so let's just move on into the highlighter, shall we? So I have quite a few, so I'm going to start with my Becca highlighter, this one right here. This is the Topaz Flashes Gilt. Oh my god, these little, they came out with these are the light chaser highlighters for the face and the eyes. I have used this on the eyes. I don't think I posted a look here or on Instagram with me using it, but this is so beautiful, and it's beautiful on the cheeks, and again it's beautiful on the eyes, and I just love this little highlighter. They came out with 6 shades, I want to say 6 or 8 shades, and this was the only one that piqued my interest, so this was the one that I got. My only complaint is that they charge around the same amount of money for this as they do the full-size highlighters, which I think is kind of crazy. I think the full-size highlighters are $38. This was like $34. Yeah, I think Becca needs to work on that pricing thing with the size. Just saying. Okay, so next up is the Justine Skye Iridescent Pressed Powder. I love this highlighter. And I bought it just to buy it. When it first came out, I didn't get it because I don't think you were allowed to use your pro discount. But then when I went back in and I saw the girl in the store wearing it, and she says, oh, you can use your discount. So I purchased it. But I do love this. And I love this, you know, obviously because it's purple, number one. But it just gives a nice over finish. There's a particular blush that has made it to my favorites that I actually wear this with all the time, and it just looks so pretty. And because I saw her do it, and I do it quite often, and it's beautiful and I love it. So I definitely like that. The next highlighter we're going to talk about is, we're going to talk about this Makeup Forever highlighter. Now guys, I don't know what the name of this highlighter is, and I'm going to have to put it across the screen because this is the new Makeup Forever highlighters. You know how they came out with the new blushes, highlighters, and now they just came out with the new artist shadows. They came out with newer artist shadows, and I don't have any of those, and I need to go get some, but we're not talking about that. But we're going to get some of those, and I'm going to do a video next year for those. This highlighter right here, oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Let's just talk about this bronze, like, coppery goodness. This, in addition to, like, look, Makeup Forever never disappoints me. You guys already know how I feel about Makeup Forever. This thing here is just, and you can use this on your eyes as well. I mean, obviously, there's no rules in makeup. This is the blush that I got with it as well. I don't wear that all the time, obviously, because it's a pink blush. But that highlighter, I've dug into it a few times, and I was like, baby, yes. That thing right there, powerful, and some more powerful. Yes. And I mean, I still have a lot of product on my finger, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. But then it's Makeup Forever, so they're amazing anyway. Okay, and the last highlighter favorites for me for the year is the NARS Banc Sable highlighter palette. NARS, has been showing off this year, like seriously. And this is the highlighter palette. You know, it has a mirror here, but I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to blind you. But these are the shades. You have Rivage, Solly, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and Bronze. I use the two middle ones and I mix them together all the time, and it just gives this nice luminosity. Like, it's not too much when you just want to go, that subtle highlight is not too much, but it's like, bam, right there. Oh, I love it. NARS did their thing with this highlighter palette. Yes, they did. Okay, so I only have one blush that made it into my favorites this year, and that blush is the Max Extra Dimension blush in Hard to Get. Yeah. This is the blush that I was referring to that I pair all the time with the Justine Skye pressed powder. This is just, I bought a few, and this kind of looks like the highlighter I just put on. Yeah, it does. But it's a little bit more, it's similar, but I think this has a little bit more rose in it. So it's like a rose bronzy color. This thing is beautiful. I've used it on my eyes, and of course on my cheeks, but I use this blush, and you can see I use it quite often. If I'm not using my, staples, my Raisin, Stubborn blush, House Wine, there's a couple of other standard MAC blushes that I use, or a couple of NARS blushes, then I pull this one out because it's just that darn good. Now, I have a couple of other Extra Dimension blushes that I bought, and I have not even used them yet. They're still in the box. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know what's wrong, why I haven't pulled them out yet. But yeah, that one is one of my favorites for the year. Okay, so now let's move on to lip products. I only have a few to talk about. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing on my lips. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in Uncensored. And let me just take a moment. Okay. Today is actually my first time wearing it. I bought it a couple weeks ago, but I just never wore it. I was not going to buy this, but then I'm seeing the hype, watching the videos on Instagram stories, and everybody's like, yeah. And I was just like, okay, maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. So I went ahead and bought it. Honestly, it's holding up to the hype. I've had this on since like 9:45, and it's, let's see what time it is now. It's 2:07. I did have a little something to eat, so it wore off a little bit. This is not completely matte, like like transfer proof. Like, it's matte. It's not transfer proof because I did kiss somebody today at church and it got a little bit on their cheek, and I was like, oh, sorry. But this is a great lip product, liquid lipstick, and I hope Rihanna comes out with some more. Rihanna comes out with more colors. This is a great formula. It's very comfortable. It's not drying on the lips, and it's very pigmented. And just like with everyone, saying, oh, I only had to take one and do the lips, like they didn't have to keep dipping. I didn't have to do that either. So yeah, this holds true to every beauty blogger that's reviewed it on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. And if you don't have it, I suggest you get it. Hopefully Rihanna will release more colors than that next year. The next lip product I want to talk about is the Makeup Forever Artist Acrolip. This color right here is thebomb.com. This is number 600. They only have about 5 or 6 shades of this. I wore this. This is like a purple with a gray undertone. Let's see. Let's swatch it. Like, I love this color. I And the formula of these are like the NARS Velvet Lip Glides and the MAC Amplify Lip Glosses. This is like a liquid lip gloss. It's not matte, but it stays on. Like, it has staying power. Like, I wore this, I've eaten with it, and my lips, I still have them on. Like, these things are the bee's knees. If you cannot afford the acrylips, because I believe these are $24 for Makeup Forever, a good dupe for them are the L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paints. I have one of those. Those are good as well. Those run you between $7 to $9, depending on where you buy them, whether you buy them in CVS, Walmart, or Target. But yeah, this color, this acrylip and this color, this is the only one that I have. Hopefully Makeup Forever will expand the shade range in these. Love it. We have the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment, and this is the color American Woman. And the only reason why I bought this was because of Jackie Aina, because you know she did that whole review on these, and yeah. And then my sis Coco Femme did a Instagram swatch. This color, this is like the perfect pinky nude. Like, I don't have any pinky nude lip colors, and this one is great. I wore this a few times and everybody was like, oh my god, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? It's there right here. And when I told them, they were like, oh, I know these are expensive, because you know NARS are expensive, but it's actually worth it. And again, the formula of these, they dry down matte. They don't dry out your lips, which I'm very happy about. They're very comfortable, and thankfully, because I get a pro discount, I'm gonna get more colors. I just feel like most of the colors that they have in their color range are colors I have, you know, but somebody was like, yeah, but it's not that formula. True, but after a while, it becomes too much. But I didn't have like a pinky kind of nude color, and this is it. And the last lip product I want to talk about for 2017, that is one of my new favorites, is the Anastasia Matte Lipstick. And this color is a Rum Punch, and I show this in a haul. I love Anastasia's matte lipsticks. The formula of these are very, very nice. They're very comfortable. They actually go on creamy and they dry down matte, but they're very comfortable. They don't dry your lips out. Everybody knows MAC lipsticks, when it's matte, but matte lipsticks will dry. MAC's matte lipsticks will dry your lips out. These won't do that. And this is a very, 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 very good formula. This is the only color I have. I've gone into Sephora looking for a couple of other colors that I'm interested in, and they're always sold out. So once they get them back in stock, then I will definitely get those other colors. But I am glad I do have this one. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into face products. So I'm going to talk about foundations. Now, I have this particular foundation on, and I'm not going to say what it is because this is my first time wearing it. It is not a new foundation that's just been introduced. This is something that's been out. But I was very skeptical of this foundation because of the first foundation that this brand came out with, and it just bleh. But that foundation wasn't oily skin friendly, and neither was the second one that they came out with. But then when they came out with this one, everybody jumped all over it. This is my first time wearing it. I love it, but I'm not saying it's a favorite because I need to wear it multiple times. So I am gonna go buy it. Let me just go ahead and say which foundation I'm talking about. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. And I am in the color 9.75. This shade matches me perfectly. I got a sample from Sephora. I put it on today. It oxidized. Then I set it with another product that I'm going to talk about, and I like it. And this is oily. This is a oily girl friendly foundation. I know I'm late. I never tried it because the Naked Skin foundation, ugh, when it comes to oily skin, that thing just does not work. And anybody that has oily skin that likes it, I need y'all to tell me what is in it that makes you like it, because I bought a sample of that and I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. When they first came out with their foundations, like, I cringed because it was just terrible. And then they came out with that, terrible. If you have dry skin, normal skin, it's great. Now this here, this all-nighter, I'm actually feeling it. So I'm gonna buy a full-size bottle and I'm gonna try it out more than once. So it's not a favorite, but I figured I'd mention it since we're still in 2017. But I do like it. Okay, the next foundation or powder or whatever you want to call it, I want to talk about is the Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder. It is so hard for oily girls to find a powder that you can use for every day. When I say that, meaning I don't have time to do a full face of makeup like you see here every day when I go to work. Some days I don't even put makeup on because I don't have time. And if I take makeup with me to work, or if I'm going somewhere after work, I need something quick. So powder foundation works best. Concealer and powder foundation, that's what it needs to be. But finding a powder foundation that will actually last on my skin, it's been very hard. But this thing has stood the test of time. The Pro Finish from Makeup Forever by itself is no good. Over on top of foundation, wonderful, because you guys know I use this all the time. I don't even know how many of these I've gone through, and I'm hitting pan on this one. I have the Duo Matte powder foundation from Makeup Forever, which everybody and their mama raved about. Oily girls, they love this foundation so much, this powder foundation so much, but for me it dried my skin out, like, and I mean really bad. Like, can oily skin get dried out? Yeah, oily skin needs hydration too. So I stay away from it. I don't even use it, so I have to find somebody to give it to. But this baby here, like, this does no wrong. Like, I can use this on top of a foundation or as a foundation by itself with just concealer. Like, and it won't, like, I won't, your oils are going to peek through because, it's the natural oils. But I won't look like I can fry chicken on my face. Like, this lasts all day, so I don't have to do too much touch-up. So if you're looking for a good powder, everyday powder, or if you're someone who doesn't like liquid foundation and you're oily, I would recommend this. This is very good. I love it. I swear by it. And I generally pair it with my Inglot mattifying primer. Yes. If I use it with just concealer. Love it. Love it. And next, but certainly not least, we have Fenty. I don't think there's anything for me to say. Riri killed it this year with Fenty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I'm in the color 420. Yeah, I love this foundation. I reach for this quite often. You guys know I love my Lancome. This is winter time now, so there's just certain foundations I only wear in the winter time, and generally my Lancome and my cream foundations are generally the ones that I wear. This has been added into that rotation, so and honestly, this might get added into it too, because now honestly I'm looking at my face, I'm looking here at my mirror, and I'm really liking this lasting powder. Like, I've had this on since 9:30 and it's almost 2:30 and my face still looks like this, and I've been out and I've been in church, So yeah, guys, this one might make 2018, but Fenty, if you haven't tried it, go. My suggestion though, because you can't go off the website, you know, to try and find your shade. You can't, like, just can't. So I would suggest you go to Sephora, get some samples, different shades, and try them out. Then when you find your right shade, then you go and buy it. I mean, I know it's hard because it's hard to keep stock of this. But this is some good foundation. Lastly, it's not lastly, but this, I'm not gonna call this foundation. This is primer. This is the NARS Pore and Skin Control Primer. This thing here, I keep telling y'all, NARS has been showing off this year. This thing right here, my bracelets. This is some great primer. Now, when NARS had their other primer, I don't even remember what the name of those primers were. I never used their primers. But when they came out with these new ones, I was like, let me try it. And honestly, I use this in conjunction with this all the time. And I didn't buy the primer for this that came with the foundation, but I'm thinking of it though. But I bought this and I use this with this, and I have no problems. I use this with any satin based foundations. You know, I love this primer. So when you don't want a too mattifying look, when I want it matte, like a satin, more of a satin matte finish, you don't want it too matte, even though I need that because I'm oily. This stuff works. It works. It works. So you should try it. Yeah. Go to Sephora, get a sample. I'm all about the samples. Listen, Sephora lets you have as many samples as you want. Go get samples of stuff. Try stuff out. Don't just go and buy it and then you be like, eh. That's why they give you the samples. That's why they give you the samples. Try the samples out, okay? Okay. And let's talk about this baby right here. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder and Translucent Medium Deep. Again, I don't think I have to say anything about this. She's well known for this one. This was the original Translucent Setting Powder, and I bought this. And I bought this in a small one. I bought 2 of these, and I have this in my kit. But when she came out with this, I was like, yay. And all the brown girls got happy about it. So I sat on it. I was like, let me just go ahead, because I thought she was going to come out with the miniature sizes of these, but she hasn't done that yet. I don't think I have to say anything. I think a lot of brown girls have now replaced this one for this one, because I don't even use this one. And I'm thinking of giving this one away. Now, I still have this in my kit for my lighter to fair skin clients, but hopefully they'll eventually make these into miniature size and I can put these in my kit, because this thing right here, I mean, gold and more golds and golds and just golds. So the last face product that I want to talk about is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Again, NARS has been showing off this year. I think this is the 3rd NARS product I've mentioned in my favorites video, and this will not be the last. So just 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 3rd. Yeah, that's about no, this is the 4th NARS product that I've mentioned in this video so far. NARS have been showing off this year. I'm just saying. I don't, as you can see, I killed this. I have to order another one. I'm due to place another order soon. The primer and the new foundation that's coming out. But I gotta get a sample of it first, and then once I get a sample of it and try it, then I will order it online. I don't know what to say about this. You guys, I love the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Yeah, but I don't know what NARS did with this. This is some great, again, like when you don't want it too mattifying, but you just want it enough but it's nice, but it's a flawless airbrush. It just helps give you that. I mean, I can use certain concealers under my eyes because there's just certain concealers that I prefer under my eyes, but this all over the rest of my face, and like it just makes my face, oh my god. I'm not one to use concealer to highlight and all that, because you guys know I only use the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting palette for that. That's just me. Everybody's different. But again, I just don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. There's no words for this. But this is some good concealer, and this has more of a satin finish. So if you guys haven't tried this, I would highly recommend you try it, because it is the VB's knees, and it is thebomb.com, and I am putting that back. Okay, so next up is mascara. I only have one. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I love this. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I bought this from Macy's when they had their VIP sale. And I just love this one, and I just love how it gets all in your lashes. Like, I'm gonna definitely buy a full size of these once I run out of this, because I'm almost out of this. But it's great because I use it like when I do wear makeup to work, or if I go out after work and I put makeup on. Like, I've been throwing this in my bag. This is so good, and I like the fact that they offer the deluxe sizes for travel. I'm gonna start buying the deluxe and the big sizes so I can have the deluxe sizes for when I travel. So yeah, this is a great mascara. Okay, so next up is eyelashes. Hello, somebody. Let's talk about the eyelashes that I'm actually wearing right now. These are the, let's see, these are the Velux by Envy. These are the Mink Effect lashes. Today's my first day wearing them. I had to cut a considerable amount from the front to the back off, but I do like these, and I got a lot of compliments in church today. Somebody looked at me and they were like, wow, okay, lashes. They are pretty big, but they're nice and full and natural how I like them. They're not too big, but I like them. And then you can use these up to 25 times, so that's why I have this case to store them in when I'm done, and you know, you just clean them and reuse them again. So now that I've measured them, I like them, and I would say they're favorites, even though this is my first time, because I do like them. And for me to get a considerable amount of compliments that I did. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about the Ardell Faux Minks. I just recently bought these because the other pairs that I had, I wore them, and I wore them till I couldn't wear them anymore. So I just recently went to Ulta, and I did a haul on Snapchat. I had a lot of stuff. I didn't want to record a YouTube video, so I did a haul on Snapchat. So if you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, you should follow me on Snapchat, you know. So just in case I decide I don't want to do a haul here, you can go right to Snapchat or Instagram if I ever may decide to do a live video there. You know, make sure you follow me. I'll put that here too, but then I'll leave everything in the down bar below. So I got the 811s and the 812s. I love these. These are faux minks as well. These are like $6.99, and also have them buy one get one half off. So I usually get like 4 or 5 wearing out of each pair of these. So I mean, these aren't like the luxurious mink ones, like the luxury mink ones. So I don't get as many wearings out of these as I would out of these. These are only gonna let me go like 4 or 5 wears. But for $6.99 it's okay. And then I would buy one get one half off. So, and these that I bought from the INV from the beauty supply store, these were $8.99. So these are along the lines of my Eyelure Luxe lashes. Those are like $9.99. So, and I usually get quite a few wearings out of those lashes. And the last favorite pair of lashes, I have been raving about these lashes, and I've been raving about these lashes. And these are the V-Lux by Envy. This is the 100% Remy hair ones. These aren't me. This is the Style Blair. This lash, I don't know what it just does something for my soul. It just does something for my soul. This brand has really come a long way. I don't know if you guys know, they're the ones that make the, I don't know if I have any, if I still have any of the old lashes in the packaging. Probably not, because, you know, I use, oh, no. Let's see. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I go through so many lashes, but I go through them. Sorry guys, I'm adjusting my lighting here. But I just feel that they've come a long way as far as their technology with the lashes that they create. Like, I like the lashes that they, but it's just, you know, as you progress in makeup and beauty, and then for such an inexpensive price, like, these are so freaking good. Like, again, with these are the Mink Effect lashes from V-Lux by INV, and then these here are the Remy haired ones. These aren't the Mink Effect ones, but honestly, that's why, honestly, as much as when I be looking on Instagram and I see like velour, I'm just dying to try their lashes, but I'm just not with paying $25, $30 for a pair. I want to try Esquita lashes. I'm just not down with paying $35, $40 for one pair of lashes. I don't know. I can pay that kind of money for eyeshadow palettes because those will last me quite a bit. But even after 25 wearings, it's still worth $40 for a pair of lash. I can get 25 wearings out of these, and these were $8.99. You see what I'm saying? I just haven't gotten there yet. So these, and then these, but these, it's just these, oh my god, if I could do a full face of makeup every day, if I had time, I would wear these lashes every day. And I would probably have to buy like 20 pairs of these, and I would do it from the beauty supply store because they're that great. Okay, so I have saved the best part of the video for last. I decided to do all my eyeshadow and eyeshadow palette favorites last, and I got everything else out the way. Sorry, I'm putting something away here. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Well, come on, sugars, and let's get started. Okay, so first up, we have the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. That is a lot. These things are the bee's knees. I was late to the game when they came out. I didn't jump on it like everybody did and go and buy it. But now I'm really, really hyped about these. I have two colors. I have Rose Gold Retro, and I have Next to Naught. This was the one that I bought, and I think I put this in my VIB haul, and I actually wore this on top of, I don't know how exactly I did it. If you are someone who wants to get into glitter, you know, and working with glitter and loose pigments is is a challenge. So, you know, you're just gonna have to master it. But if you're a beginner and you're like really scared, or you just want to do it but you can't, like, honestly, you buy these, you will be fine. I would still recommend you use brushes with these, because sometimes you can swipe the brush on and you can apply too much. It can get away from you. So sometimes I'll just take the wand out and I'll take a synthetic brush and I'll just, you know, put on what I want to put on. But these babies are amazing. They just came out with some other colors, and then there's one color that I want. I think there's about 1 or 2 more colors that I want, and then I'm good on these unless they come out with some more colors. You know, they came out with the aqua blue one, but I don't really know if I want that. I don't know. But for right now, these are the 2 colors I have, and I really, really do like these. So, yeah, get them. Next up on the list, Makeup Forever Starlit Powders. I don't have to tell y'all how I feel about Makeup Forever, because I know y'all sick of me talking about Makeup Forever and how Makeup Forever is my favorite brand. Even though I do like other brands, but it's just something about Makeup Forever. It's just something about Makeup Forever. They've redone their entire makeup line. Like, over the past few years, they've just redone the entire makeup line. These powders are replacing the original Star powders, and I'm going to pull one out here. It's so convenient just having it sitting right here. This is the original Star powder, and I did a video on these. I still use these, and these, I think I have about 4 of the new colors. These are so beautiful. The only difference between these are a little bit more finely milled than these. And unfortunately, you get less product in this than you did in the original one. But in either sense, they will last you a long time. Infinity and beyond. So if you haven't tried these Makeup Forever Starlit Powders, try them. They're just like MAC Pigments. I think they're a little bit better than MAC Pigments. I do have MAC Pigments and I love them. But I think Makeup Forevers are better. You know, you can use them as eyeshadows. You can use them as highlighters. You can use them for your inner tear duct. There's multi-uses. The same way you would use a pigment for MAC, you would use these. But these are the newer Starlit Powders that were released, was it earlier this year or late last year? I didn't get them till earlier this year. Yeah, ain't that good. So go on and get you some. Go on and get you some, okay? Next up, we're going to talk about this eyeshadow from Melt Cosmetics. Don't ask me why I keep this in here, because I keep it in here for storage. Because I only have this and one more Melt eyeshadow. And, you know, so this is the color Harsh Stone White. And as you can see, this color is used quite often. I love this eyeshadow. I bought these last year, but I didn't really start using it until earlier this year. And when I tell you, sometimes when I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing, or if I need to just pull makeup, if I'm going somewhere after work and I need to pull a little makeup bag together, this is generally the eyeshadow that I pull. This is one of the eyeshadows that I pull. It's a combination of different ones, but this is one of the ones, and I just love this eyeshadow. This one is a part of the gunmetal stack. I don't have the full gunmetal stack because now Melt Cosmetics allows you to buy them individually, which I like. They did come out with a new stack this year, and I'm going to purchase it, but I'll save that for next year because this year I just went crazy. So yes, that thing is beautiful. The next eyeshadow, and again, it's NARS. It's the Dual Intensity eyeshadow in Antares. And I mentioned this eyeshadow. This thing gives me life. This thing gives me life. And you guys know I love the Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have quite a few of these. And as you can see, I use this This one I use for inner tear duct highlight, and this eyeshadow is, well, this is the eyeshadow form kind of for Albatross, the highlighter from NARS, which pretty much started the highlighting craze. A lot of people don't realize that, but Albatross was like one of the Okay, so the next palette we're going to talk about is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. I don't know what else to say. I don't own a lot of Too Faced palettes. You guys know this is the third one that I purchased, but Too Faced, they did their thing with this one. This is just beautiful. It has all the mattes you could possibly need. Oh, and it smells like peach. I know some people are annoyed by the smell. I absolutely love it. And these are really brown girl friendly. The only color in here that is not matte is Peach Sangria, which is this one right here. It's more of a satin because it has shimmers and flecks of glitter in it. It's very subtle, very fine. But this palette is a go for me. And I believe you can only get this from Sephora. I don't believe this one is sold at Ulta. The next palette, and again, NARS is shown off this year. Shown off. This is the Narcissist Loaded palette. Ugh. Showing off. They just showing off. They're showing off. Showing off. But this, and I wasn't gonna get it, but how can you not get this? Like, how can you not get this? This is, I mean, you know, I have enough neutral eyeshadows and enough, but this is just, I mean, in this gold here, this orangey, this red orange kind of, these everyday bronze. If you're like new to high-end makeup, and when I say new to high-end makeup, meaning you're always buying low-end beauty budget makeup, and you want to move to high-end, and you're a neutral girl, go right on and get this NARS Narcissist Loaded palette. This thing is wonderful. It's wonderful. Now, NARS did come out with another eyeshadow palette this year called the Wanted palette, and I did purchase it, but I have not used it yet. So, you know, I know somebody's going to ask me, oh, how come you didn't put the Wanted palette in there? I have it. Haven't used it yet because I'm trying to get through all of the new palettes that I bought. In conjunction, sometimes I just reach for some of these standard palettes that I love. So, you know, gotta give everybody a fair shot. And still, I go back and I reach for my loves. So, don't worry, I'll get to it. Probably in the new year, you'll get a review on it. So, yeah, so that's the NARS Narcissist Loaded palette. And the next palette, and I did a review on this palette, is the Colored Rain Berry Cute palette. This thing won me over. I did a review on it. I love this palette. I love Colored Rain eyeshadows. I love them so much that I bought the new Cheers to Beauty palette, which is what I am wearing on my eyes today. I'm in love with Colored Rain. I'm officially obsessed with their eyeshadows and their eyeshadow formula. I know I said I was going to get the Queen of Hearts palette, but when they did that big sale, I think it was day after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, they sold out of it and it's still sold out. So I don't know if I'm going to get that, but this Cheers to Beauty palette, oh my God, my soul is so happy. It's so happy. I love Colored Rain, and I will continue to purchase Colored Rain eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a review of that Cheers to the Beauty palette up before the end of the year. If not, then I'll do it in the beginning of the year. But look at this. I mean, look. Colored Rain is on it. Y'all hear me? They on it. They on it. Next up, I did a video on this palette as well. This is the Persona Cosmetics Identity Palette. I love this palette. This is the palette that I tend to take with me like if I'm going to work and if I decide to wear makeup that day, or if I'm going out after work and I need to put makeup on, I will take this one. I've been grabbing for this one. Generally, I would grab my Juvia's Place Nubian palette, but lately, I'm gonna push that to the side. Oh God, forgive me, Juvia's Place. And I've been taking this with me. This is like my little travel palette. The colors in here are beautiful. They work well with every skin tone. And now you can purchase this at Ulta.com. You don't necessarily have to purchase this at the Persona Cosmetic website, because now you can purchase this at Ulta. And I'm looking forward to what she has in store for this brand. This is the only makeup item that she has in her line. I think she's coming out with new stuff for the new year. Hopefully another eyeshadow palette, maybe some lipsticks. I don't know. But, you know, this is a really good brand. So if you haven't tried it out, try it out. All right. Okay. So the next palette I'm going to talk about. My God. It's the Natasha Denona holiday palette, and this is in Joya. I wore this a couple weeks ago. I don't even know what to say. This is the only Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette I have in my personal collection. I do have the Sunset palette, but that is in my makeup kit because I think I specified, because of that price, I put the thing in my kit so that way I can make that money back. Make it back. Honestly, I'm hoping that when Natasha releases the newer palettes, she'll more so stick with the 5-pan because they're more affordable. They're $129. No joke. I got mine on Beautylish for the Sunset palette, where you were able to make payments over 3 months. You didn't have to do it all at one time, so that helped me. I'm just being honest. But this, I don't even know. And the formula, I can't even tell you. And I haven't even touched this gold color yet. Like the colors I've worn, this 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I haven't even touched these 2 colors yet. Maybe New Year's I might do something or mix it and interact it with something. But then I'm so torn between this new Cheers to Beauty palette from Color Rain. I don't know. But if y'all can still find this, I know there was another palette and it has like blue in it. A blue color in it, which everybody went crazy over. I didn't really particularly go crazy over it. Then, you know, if that's your thing. But I would suggest you try and get one. These are $49. I got that during the VIB Rouge sale, so I was able to save a little bit of money on it. Alright, next palette is the Viseart Petite Pro palette. This is the only Viseart eyeshadow palette I have. I know Viseart has so many eyeshadow palettes. I don't have any. I'm considering getting 1 or 2. These are the colors. I take this when I travel. This is another one of my little travel palettes. I do like the eyeshadows. They're very, very good. This is the one my goddaughter tried to steal when I went down for her graduation because I did her makeup. And I think I used this one to try to take it. She's like, and then she's trying to be slick. No. But yeah, I do like it. Would I recommend you pick it up? Yes, you can only get it at Sephora or MUFE Beauty Pro. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that site. So, okay, sorry about that. Somebody was calling me, so I had to kind of hang up on them because I'm recording. I can't talk. The next palette we're going to talk about is Urban Decay's Naked Heat. Y'all know I'm a sucker for Urban Decay eyeshadows. I slept on this. I wasn't gonna get it, but then I went and got it, and I fell in love. And how can you not? How can you not? How can you not? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Last but certainly not least, we have two of the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. We have the Magic palette and we have the Saharan palette. This was the first eyeshadow palette I bought in the year. Now, let me tell y'all, y'all know I love Juvia's Place. But let me tell y'all, I have fallen in love with this black eyeshadow in the Saharan palette. So Over Carbon by MAC. So my new favorite black was Urban Decay's Blackout. Well, yeah, this one is one that I've actually been reaching for. Juvia's Place, if you're watching this video, I really need for you to make this a single eyeshadow so I can buy this in bulk, because this is the bomb. This eyeshadow is black. Like, it's blacker than Blackout. Now, how are you gonna get blacker than Blackout? And how you gonna get blacker than Blackout? But let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about these beautiful colors. You know, Juvia's Place, the quality is synonymous. You know, compared to Color Rain, the price range is a little bit less, but I think the quality of the eyeshadows are phenomenal. But they're able to sell their product for less than what Color Rain sells them. But they're both great brands, and they're black owned. And we have the Magic palette by Juvia's Place. This palette I love. I haven't used it too much. I've used it a few times. These are cooler tone shadows. I've used these two colors. I use that color. And I use the matte colors. I need to dig into this. Like this color, and then I really want to dig into this color right here. Yeah, I haven't really digged into this one that much. I've only used it a few times, but I love it, and it's a cool tone palette, which is awesome. Now, I did buy the other two palettes, the Saharan 2 and the other one that was supposed to be limited edition. I haven't used those palettes yet. So that's why they're not even in my favorites, because I can't tell you that they're a favorite and I haven't used them, but I'm pretty sure if I'd have used them, they would have been in this video. So, yeah, whatever. Alright, so it's it. That's all of the favorites that I have for the month, or excuse me, for the year of 2017. I bought a lot of makeup this year. I spent a lot of money on makeup this year. These makeup companies killed me this year. And I think everybody out there who's a makeup fanatic like me can relate, especially with these eyeshadows and these eyeshadow palettes. Killed me. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Killing me. So I don't know what's going to happen in 2018. You think 2017 was bad. And a lot of eyeshadows and a lot of products and everything came out. I didn't buy everything that came out, but I bought a considerable amount compared to what I bought 2016. So I'm kind of scared for 2018. Hopefully it won't be that bad for me, because I'm going back to school. I start school back in January. I'm starting a master's program, so you know, I have to be for school. Then if my job pays for it, then I'll have the money and I'll be able to buy more makeup. Y'all, like, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. I was comparing this year's 2017's favorites to 2016's. I think I had double what I had last year. Bad. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I'm going to try and upload one more video for the end of the year, my year-end makeup haul, because I did buy a few other products. And that I haven't hauled yet. I haven't even shown on Snapchat or whatever. And there's some things coming out after Christmas that I just cannot not get, and I can't wait till the new year. So we're gonna do a video and we're gonna buy it. But I'm gonna I've already narrowed down what I'm getting, so don't worry. I'm being a good girl. Bills are paid. Okay, just for anybody who's asking, bills are paid. Make sure I take care of my responsibilities first before we play. But yeah, so with all that said, thank you again so much for watching, and I love you all, and God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.